In this video, we're going to solve problems involving whole numbers, fractions, decimals, and percentages without a calculator. If you're revising, pause the video and have a go at question 1. Now, a bit of background. This has been covered in objectives 5 to 24 from year 11. Make sure you can still do these objectives and make sure you can do them without a calculator. You will have 2 papers at the end of the year, 1 non-calculator and 1 calculator. Now, one very common question that they do ask is equivalent calculations or calculations that are quite similar. So we're going to try one of those here, number 1. We've got 1.7 times 5.3 and we know the answer is 9.01. No need for a calculator that tells us that. But they want us to work out 17 times 5.3. If you just quickly look at the calculation, the 5.3 is the same, but the 1.7 has been changed to 17. Now the difference is that 17 is 10 times bigger. So 5.3 is going to be multiplied by a number that's 10 times bigger, and you need to think, what effect will that have on the answer? If you multiply by something 10 times bigger, the result or the answer will also be 10 times bigger. Now there's only one change there. They only changed the 1.7 to 17, so pretty much did that all in my head. But when it gets more complicated, when there's a lot of changes, I recommend doing it in multiple steps, not just all in your head. Recipe for disaster. So let's look at B. It's a bit like that. We've not got 1.7, we've got 0.017, and we haven't got 5.3, we've got 53. I would recommend rewriting the question first of all. So 1.7 times 5.3 equals 9.01. Okay. I could have written that down below actually, but it's up above for now. I'm just going to change one of the things. Just first of all, maybe focus on the 5.3 and making it 53. If we had 1.7 times 53, we're making the 5.3 10 times bigger. We're multiplying the 1.7 by something that's 10 times bigger. So the answer would be 90.1. But that isn't actually the question we were asked. We were asked to multiply by 53, but 53 has to multiply by 0.017. So what effect will this have if we're going to now multiply by 0.017? The answer is not going to be 90.1 anymore. We need to think about what effect, what's this here? I can't just do that in my head. Well, maybe you can, but probably worth writing down that we've made it 100 times smaller. The number that's being multiplied is 100 times smaller. And that means there's less of it, so there's going to be less in the answer. The answer is going to be smaller too. So the answer has to be 100 times smaller, which is 0.901. So think about that. We did it in 2 steps. First of all, from the question, we went from 5.3 to 53 and got the new answer for that. And then we changed the 1.7 from the question to 0.017 and we got the answer from that. Okay? This one, I suppose, maybe I should have put it here. That one was being times by 10, so the answer got 10 times bigger. But then we're multiplying by a number 100 times smaller, so the answer got 100 times smaller. Now, the next one's division, and there's similarities here. What we need to do is rewrite this as a division so it's got similarities to this one. So if I rewrite this as a division, I could write 9.01 divided by, here we're dividing by the 17, so here, if we're wanting to write a division, we'd want to divide by the 1.7. And the answer would be 5.3. Okay? 9.01 divided by 1.7 is 5.3 because 5.3 times 1.7 is 9.01. 9.01. So let's use this result to help us with this one. The question hasn't changed at the start. We're still dividing 9.01, but we're going to be dividing by 17 instead of dividing by 1.7. So what effect will that have on your answer, you need to think. If I divide by a bigger number, will the bigger number fit in more, or does a bigger number fit in less? The answer is a larger number, a bigger number, fits in less times. So the reverse is actually going to happen. We're dividing by something 10 times bigger, but that will make the answer 10 times smaller. Okay? So it might be not foolish, but you need to be very careful. If you just think, right, I'm going to do a wee arrow here, and that's times by 10, and I'm going to do the same for my answer, that would be wrong. It's the reverse is going to happen because it's a division. Okay, let's repeat that for the last one. We've got 90.1 divided by 53. I'm going to go back to the start and get 9.01 and divide it by 5.3. Just rearranging the question, and we should get 1.7. And now we can focus on this and try and change it. So we'll try and change it in a few steps. Let's change the first number. Let's change the 9.01 to be 90.1, which it should be in the question that we're calculating. Keep everything else the same. So still divide by 5.3. If we know 5.3 fits into 9.01 1.7 times, how many times would 5.3 fit into 90.1? The number at the start is larger. We're not dividing by a large number. We've got more at the start. We've got more to share in the 5.3. So 5.3 can fit in more times because there's more of it. So by making this 10 times bigger, we can actually fit in 5.3 10 times more. So instead of fitting in 1.7 times, it could fit in 17 times. Okay? You can also, the way I should have maybe said earlier, try and think about it just by estimation and see does it make sense. You've got 9 roughly, and you're dividing it by 5. That fits in just short of 2 times. But if you had 90 and you divide it by 5, that's going to fit in a lot more times, about 17. Okay, we're only halfway there though. This is not the question we were asked. We were asked to divide by 53. So we were asked 90.1 divided by 53. We can use this line to help us. 90.1 the same. We're dividing, that's the same. But now we're dividing by 53 instead of 5.3. So if we divide by a bigger number, is that going to fit in more times or less times? Remember, 5.53 is 10 times bigger than 5.3. 5 fits into 90 about 17 times. 50 fits into 90 about how many times? Have a think about that too to make sure you're going the right way. We are dividing by something that's 10 times bigger, so it'll fit in 10 times less. So our answer is 1.7.